Hello, welcome to 811 Moon. This is a special episode. This is a shout out to Renee Meadowlark Mystic, hashtagging rainbowdecks. And the purpose of this is to find a tarot deck in your collection that represents each color of the rainbow. Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, which also correlate to the chakra colors. And ironically enough, I was watching a couple of rainbow deck videos last night of some fellow tarot readers, and when I got out of bed, this was laying next to my bed. Yes, people, it is a cat chew toy that is filled with catnip, and it's a rainbow. Might have been a sign I should do a video. Then I walked by my altar this morning and I found this rainbow ring from a cupcake. I love rainbows. I love color. Color is very important to me. I need color around me, even just in my house. I just thought this was a sign too that this was on my altar. So we're going to put this on for our rainbow decks video and we're going to go through the decks. I also want to give a shout out before I forget. I don't want to forget this. To Readings with Jason, Blue Six Tarot, and Peekaboo Rose, who all did rainbow deck readings as well. You can check out their channels and check out the decks they chose. I am doing things a little differently. I chose 5 decks. I didn't choose the 7 because I have the decks. I don't know, I just felt like these were the ones that really I use all the time. They speak to me and the color is really important to me. But first of all, because I studied Reiki, when I bought a deck, I found this. I'm going to show you this book first. Tori Hartman, Chakra Wisdom Tarot. Second deck I ever owned. I still use it. And I love it. And I'm going to fan it out for you. It is divided, every tarot card is divided by the colors of the rainbow and the chakra colors. So red is root, orange is sacral, yellow is solar plexus, green is heart, blue is communication and the throat, indigo is obviously your third eye, the place between your eyebrows, and violet is the crown. And you might notice there's not much red here because what I did too was I went through my decks and I took out the 8s, because guess what? The name of the channel is 811, right? I took out the aces, the 8s, and from the majors, I took out the 8 and the 11 to show you the colors. I did that. And I also wanted to show you, I have an oracle deck that I bought that I saw my friend had, and I just totally resonated with. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a great deck. So I'm going to fan this one out for you. This one has black and gray added for the earth star and the soul star representation of chakras. So there's 7 plus the other 2. But this is also divided by root chakra, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. But look how beautiful this is, and the imagery is beautiful. Look at truth for communication. Balance is red. This is root chakra, throat chakra. So that is that. So I wanted to show you those. They're beautiful. And here's the book. And this is by Rachiele Sharman. I love this deck. I love both of these decks. But the Tori Hartman is what I'm going to start with to show you red. To start off, we've got the 8s out of the deck are all red. Red meaning action, root chakra, and guess what else? The 1s, the aces are red. 811, 811. I just wanted to show you how beautiful they are. In this deck, the images in this deck are not, it's all beautiful women. I don't even know if there might be 1 or 2 men in this deck. It's mostly women. And it's mostly beautiful, beautiful dresses, ornate mirrors. Look at the pentacles are so ornate, if you can see that, how ornate they are. And everything is surrounded with the white light, just representing spirit. But I really thought it was important because once I started looking into it and showing you the decks and picking decks, it's like, wow, 8s and 11s in this chakra deck are red. And that's the first color we're talking about, red. Oh, this is the Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman. And here are the 8s and aces. The other cards I wanted to show you, which goes to the next color, would be the oranges. Now, orange is your sacral. Sacral, people say it differently. Obviously, I have weird pronunciation of everything because of where I live. You guys might think I'm from New York, might think I'm from wherever, but I am from the Rhode Island area. But orange, it's our sacral, right? So it's our sex organs, our sex area, but it's also about creativity and expression. And in this Chakra Wisdom deck, strength, which is number 8, 8-11 moon, 8 is strength. I shouldn't say I kind of always associated the Leo cards, this is 8 is Leo, and the Sun card with yellow. But I can definitely see why she put it in orange. And then her dress is very yellow. So you get the will, because don't forget, our chakras are lined up in such a way that they kind of all have overlapping meanings and overlapping usages in our body and what they're for, with the crown being the control center of everything, right? That's our knowing. Our crown is our knowing, which is that violet color. So right now we're in oranges. So I wanted to show you the strength card from this deck, the Chakra Wisdom deck, which I'll leave a couple here. So we've got, let's do this. So we've got reds, orange, which there are more oranges, but I wanted to pick out I picked out the 8s, the 1s, the 8s, the 1s, the 11s, and so it would be the Justice card, the Strength card, the aces, and the 8s of the decks. But I also wanted to show you, well, notice on this, all the colors are depicted here in flowers with the white spirit in the middle, which is beautiful. Now this is the Golden Tarot. Let me give you the book on this. The Golden Tarot by Liz Dean. And I was really drawn to this. I was at Borders and I loved the gold. I love gold. I love gilded things. I love anything pretty, anything shiny. I think that's why I like Chakra Wisdom so much too, because she has all these bursts of light. Look at the bursts of light around her head. I definitely like anything shiny. A beautiful necklace, a shiny rock in the street can stop me dead in my tracks. I mean, I just love, very attracted to shiny things. I don't know, it's just always been like that. And the more sparkles, the more glitter, the more gold, silver, the more beautiful I think it is. Nothing's gaudy to me. Anyway, so I was attracted to the Golden Tarot, and I was also attracted to the very Renaissance-looking Italian depictions in the Golden Tarot. So when I did a little more research on it, I realized that this was more in alignment with the original, I mean, obviously decks are lost. I mean, tarot goes back to Italy 600 years, and before that, it is believed that there was influences, and Egyptian influences for tarot. There was all sorts of things. I mean, it's a huge study and philosophy and school of thought, really. But so the Golden Tarot really spoke to me, and I didn't even notice this, but I'm going to point it out to you guys. So first of all, let's go with the color. So we have the lion, that is the like yellowish, a little bit of orange, yellow, and then notice her outfit is green. So this is kind of where I'm going with the green. So the green is the heart chakra, and I felt like this is her leaning over, taming the lion. The lion is just so in love with her, or trusts her enough to let her open his mouth and put her hands in there. And notice the green of the grass, the green of her dress. And I notice, when I think, like I said, when I think of Leos, when I think of Strength card, I think of yellow. I also, and then notice the orange. So really this card really depicts the first, the second and third chakra really well. But notice the number. It's 11. Okay, now the Justice card in this deck is 8. If you're familiar with tarot, Rider-Waite system, that is the modern age tarot, the numbers are reversed. But in the Renaissance tarot, it's originally was 11 and 8. It was switched. This is just a fun fact that I learned. If you know more about it, please let me know in the comments, because I have done research, but I'm sure there's more information out there on it. It was switched by Rider-Waite because of the astrological progression was more logical when associating the cards. That's why 8 and 11 were switched. And I had already named my channel, website, and that's my number. I always see 811. I used to see 1111, and then it changed last year. I started seeing 811 everywhere. I just thought this was interesting that it was switched in the original tarot. And then for this, moving on from the heart chakra, we get to the blue. In Justice, blue is communication, expression, and creativity. Our creativity comes from the solar plexus. In our sacral, it comes from all of our creativity, comes from all our chakras, really. But when we express our creativity, whether it's through writing, speech, anything like that, it's blue. So that is Justice. And I felt this was really great because you've got all the colors here with the blues, so the different color blues. Then I wanted to show you the differences with the 8s and 11s on these cards. So originally the tarot decks had just depictions of a wand, swords, pentacles, cups. But notice the difference in color. Look at the blues and oranges, greens and oranges, blues and whites. And this is red, orange, yellowish, green. It just progresses. It's so beautiful. And this is the front of the cards. So I wanted to show you that. And then these are the aces. So if you're familiar, this is Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. And again, I'll just show you the 11 and the 8 are switched with this deck. So that is the Golden Tarot, which brings us up to color green and blue. And I want to go back now to the Justice card. I'm going to leave this Justice card here and go from the Chakra Wisdom deck. Here's Justice, blue. So you can see the correlation in color there. This is just so pretty. When I see, when I was watching these rainbow deck videos and everybody was putting up the decks that they like and how they felt that it was, related to each color, I'm just so in awe of how many amazing artists there are out there, because every deck is just so gorgeous and beautiful and offers so many different things and so many different elements of society, elements of life, elements of our shadow side. It's just beautiful. So here we go with the Justice cards right here. Then let's go to, I'm going to show you the Witch's Tarot. And this is the High Priestess card on the Witch's Tarot. This was my absolute first deck. And I have not been reading tarot very long. It's going to be a year. It's going to be a year in like a week, 2 weeks. I bought this deck last summer. It was my first deck. And this is by Ellen Dugan. I'm going to hold this up again. Ellen Dugan and Mark Evans is the artist on this deck. But I also wanted to mention that Ellen Dugan writes fiction. She writes witches fiction. You might want to check it out on Amazon. She sells books that have a plot to do with witches. So she has really great stuff. So shout out to Ellen Dugan. So here's the Justice card in her deck. Notice the purple, which is third eye. The green, heart, and the red is root, right? So she's sitting with the red dress. The green is near her heart and the purple is up near her eyes. And this is just really, an amazing deck. And now we have Strength. So that was number 11 in the Witch's Tarot. This is number 11 in the Chakra Wisdom. And here in the Strength card would be number 11 in the Golden Age. So now we have the Strength card in the Witch's Tarot. And notice the lion again. So we're going back to the original chakra colors of the ones that we were talking about first, like numbers 1, 2, and 3. So we have red, orange, and yellowy colors, and then a little bit of green. And then over our head, and this is very common, is that there's a infinity symbol, which is the number 8, right? 8 turned on its side. And we have Strength, which is a Leo card, the Justice card, and now let me show you the 8s in this deck. Let me put this back here. Put these here. These go with this. This goes with this. And oh, these were here. Okay. So now let's look at the 8s in the Witch's Tarot. Look at the colors in the 8s. Blues again, right? Blue, communication. But different levels of blues. There's a dark blue for 8 of Cups. 8 of Wands is, a bright blue sky. In the 8 of Swords, it's blue. The 8 of Swords is the blue with fog. And then you have the 8 of Pentacles where behind her outfit is blue, and behind her is a dark blue and a lighter blue. It progressively gets lighter, just like in this 8 of Cups. The darker blue with the lighter blues. So then in the Witch's Tarot, so these are the 8s. I'm going to leave the blue communication. And here's my tea. Have to have tea while we're chatting about tarot. So the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. This goes back to the blues here with green and heart. We're back to the will, the solar plexus, the oranges. The Ace of Swords really doesn't have much color at all, but a little bit of green. And that kind of goes into the grays and blacks I talked about earlier with this other oracle deck. And then the Ace of Pentacles, we have green and we have yellows with the solar plexus. So for the Witch's Tarot, those are the aces or the ones. All right, I'm gonna put these aside, and I've got one more deck to show you the colors. So let's see. I blocked it with my tea. Now this is an interesting, first of all, this deck is huge. And the back of it is a dark burgundy, so it falls into the red category. And let me show you the book on it. So this is the Druid Craft. This is the Druid Craft Tarot. And it uses the magic of Wicca and Druidry to guide your life. The images here are really interesting and very old world, just like, so these are very Renaissance and these are very old world. And I wanted to show you, so here's the Justice card. And I wanted to show you the Ace of Pentacles with, so this is a 1, this is the Justice, so this is an 11 and a 1. Look at the purples, the dark violets. So this is related to the crown chakra. So this is the last, this is number 7, this is violet, this is the last in the Roy G. Biv violet. Notice the colors here and how they're married together. It's just so gorgeous. And notice her outfit. Remember we saw a purple here, but this is more violet with crown, the crown chakra, and then blue for communication. The other thing I wanted to show you was how much more muted these decks are so the Witch's Tarot, Justice, how vibrant these are as opposed to how muted these are. But yet they still pack the same kind of punch, right? They still have that same energy, same meanings obviously, but however you're reading at the time is you know, the meaning of the card. But looking at these purples are just beautiful. And I just wanted to show you these, the 8 ones. This ends the color segment because I wanted to show you the purples there. And then I wanted to show you the 8. So then we have strength. Notice she's have red of action, and she's not with a lion in this particular case, like she would be in the original Rider-Waite and how she is with the Renaissance Tarot. Then we have the 8 of Pentacles, which a lot of gold and yellow, which is will, communication and intellect with the 8 of Swords here. 8 of Cups, you've got a lot of communication and emotion. 8 of Wands. This is a pretty balanced card with the blues, the whites, the greens, and then the multiple colors in his outfit. The 8 of Wands. Then we have, where are the other? Okay, I thought I pulled them all out. Maybe I didn't. I'm missing an ace, but notice the water here is green. It's a greenish water. For heart, look at this Ace of Wands with the sun, with that golden color, and then this Ace of Cups with the water streaming down in the green. So this is communication and heart with this one. So that is what I have for you. This was really a fun project to really take a look at the colors, the differences in colors, the different, I mean, the depictions are always different in all the tarot. There's some kind of difference with, you know, expressions on faces and how it's interpreted. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you got a lot out of it. Please, in the comments, please reference your favorite tarot deck. I'm going to put an asterisk next to each one in the comments, in the description section, so you know which ones I was talking about and which ones I was using. So if you're interested, you can always click the link. If you're interested in getting more information about these decks, please click the like, the subscribe, and if you want to watch more rainbow deck videos, you just have to put that hashtag in the search bar of YouTube and those will come up. Thank you so much for joining me for this little activity. Have a great day. Bye.